Equality is not a concept. It's not something we should strive for. It is a necessity. Equality is like gravity. We need it to stand on this earth as men and women. And the misogyny that is in every culture is not a true part of the human condition. It is life out of balance, and that imbalance is sucking something right out of the soul of every man and woman who is confronted with it. We need equality, like right now. That's from Josh Whedon. Welcome once again. My name is Jude. Hello, Port Harcourt is the show, and this morning, as always, we start off looking at Inside Rivers, and today, in particular, we start off looking at one particular group of individuals as we look at our business conversations every Tuesday morning, Tuesday and Thursday, the office beat. Look at a group of individuals that nationally have become the bone of contention as regarding our environment. We'll be talking about scavenging this morning. And then from about 10 o'clock, all things being equal, we'll have a conversation about corporate theft. And then finally, COVID-19 comes up once again as we talk about vaccinations and variants and what that may portend for us here in River State. So, as always, I'd like for you to fasten your seatbelts. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to take you on a journey of conversation, development, and all-round good vibe. Welcome once again to Hello Port Harcourt.
Real stories, real people, Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
And now, Hello Port Harcourt with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome once again. Now, an analysis of scavengers and their activities in recycling in some cities in Nigeria was conducted in 2003, and I'm reading from the National Library of Medicine. This was a report, a paper dropped by a J.C. Aguwamba back in 2013. And it's important for us to know how almost 8 years ago, all right, just about 18 years ago, this paper is still relevant till today. Now, you see, the state of solid waste recycling in Onitsha and scavenging, by the way, because what they do is actually recycling in Onitsha, and that's in Anambra State. Other urban areas like Enugu, Nsukka, Port Harcourt was analyzed by J.C. Aguwamba. Now, although the activities of this scavengers, what we now call scavengers, we used to call them condemn. I remember when we were in primary and secondary school, they used to walk around. I think they still do that with clinks of metal. I say condemn iron. Yeah, those of you in Port Harcourt, then you probably must have seen them growing up. Now, their activities are suboptimal. Yes, I'm very, very certain about that term I use, suboptimal. Sometimes you get to see these individuals, right? They move around with barely any clothing. Their hands are exposed. They don't wear gloves. Their hands are exposed to the dirt, to the filter. And if you remember, whoever shopped at Ikoku back there, and Ikoku was really crowded, they would go around the various shops, asking there for condemned parts, and they weren't carrying professional bags. They just used to carry a sack bag, and they put, maybe it's the brake disc in there, steering wheels that have been abandoned, engine blocks. They particularly loved engine blocks. They would throw an arm and a leg for engine blocks. So what they were doing, what they're still doing, is recycling. Now, in honesty, they can have a great impact on the Nigerian economy with respect to resource conservation, creating job opportunities, and reduction in the magnitude of waste disposal problems. If you've ever been to any site, particularly a mechanic workshop, the amount of waste mechanics can generate is staggering. From oil filters, to bolts, to broken down chassis, to doors that have been condemned from accidents. Name it, fender benders all over the place. Mechanics can actually generate a lot of waste. But it's not just mechanics now. Everybody in River State right now, we are generating a huge amount of waste. Now, it was shown that a well-planned recycling program with recycling and composition would result in 18.6% savings in waste management cost and about 57.7% in landfill avoidance cost. That's a staggering amount. That means nearly half of the amount that is being spent by government and other private individuals to carry their solid waste to landfills would totally be eradicated if we have a proper system of recycling, what the scavengers are actually doing. So what exactly are scavengers? Quickly, let's get to the definition, all right? Scavengers, meaning. So, the plural noun, scavengers, animals that feed on carrion, that's dead plants or material. Second, a person who searches for and collects discarded items. I've seen bathtubs, I've seen toilet sinks, I've seen wash hand basins, I've seen washing machines, refrigerators. Most of the refrigerators that we have our security men, our gate men, or people who sell Indomie and noodles and chicken and whatever, right? The containers are discarded refrigerators where they put in the fridge and buy ice and close it up. They're all fridges that have been discarded, thrown away, abandoned. But whilst they're obviously, and they can obviously become a great source of revenue, obviously they're employing people right now, the problem is in River State, in Port Harcourt, indeed in other parts of Nigeria, but we're particular about Port Harcourt, these individuals have now become a nuisance, to say the best way. They've become a nuisance. People are complaining. Now, a lot of people have finger-pointed scavengers for removing manhole covers. The government have spoken, individuals have spoken, communities are now speaking, people have made suggestions. But now, it will appear that the activities of these scavengers have now gone beyond just searching and collecting discarded items. No, they're no more, at least some of them are no longer rummaging through our trash or through the dump sites. They are now going to people's houses and stealing. Gas cylinders have been swiped in broad daylight. Generating sets are a very big fave for these scavenger thieves. Let's not talk about spare tires. People put tires with their wheels. You come out, you're having lunch with your friends, you come out, you find, I don't know how they do it, how quickly they do it, they remove the tire and take the wheel. Ooh, let's not even forget that even poles are no longer spared. So if you have a metal pole tied to your house and maybe your terrestrial antenna is there or your dish antenna is there, these gentlemen come there and in about 15 minutes they take it off. I heard yesterday that in the space of about 15 minutes they use a sharp blade to remove the switch, the sumo switch in the compound. That takes a lot of speed and dexterity. So, my question for us this morning, as we're looking at Port Harcourt and how it's facing these challenges, do scavengers now have to be regulated? Should scavenging be regulated? Do we now need government to step in and say, you know what, for anybody to become a scavenger, you need to come join an association, we'll give you a name tag, an ID card, or whatnot, so we can properly monitor those who are doing what they need to do. But this problem is manifold in its guises. First amongst which is most of the individuals who are scavengers literally have no form of identification. And before you raise up your hand and say, oh, they're from the north. No, like I said, I've lived in the mechanic regions. I've spoken to a lot of them. A lot of them are from everywhere around Nigeria. They're not just from the north. They're from the middle belt. They're from the east. They're from the west. They are everywhere. And you're probably wondering why, but why are they so dirty? How much money? Well, the money is being made by the weight that you bring in to the recycling plant or to the truck that takes them out, usually to Lagos. You're curious as to how I know all these things. Anyway, so if you bring 100 kilogram worth of discarded metal, you get a certain amount. The big one, the one that a lot of the scavengers are looking for, is when they can move a 40-foot container filled with scrap. Ladies and gentlemen, that 40-foot container can go as much as 8 million naira. Those scavengers you see walking on the road, many of them have bank accounts that could shame a lot of us. Welcome. Hello, Port Harcourt. This morning, 017-923-0002, 017-923-0003, 08179230007, and then the female caller line is 0817-923-0009. WhatsApp and Telegram available on 08090306416, 08090306416. When you call in, please do want to turn down the volume of your radio set. Hello, Port Harcourt starts here, and Boyd, we have a conversation for you.
Real stories, real people. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt. Oh, sorry, nobody home. Let's quickly get here. 91.3. Hello, Port Harcourt. Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. I'm John.
Welcome, John. Welcome.
Please, I think those guys should be regulated. I mean, the manual covers in Transformadi, precisely where I'm calling. I think these guys, they do a lot of horrible things. I mean, you just find these holes when you're walking along the way, and someone could just easily fall in there.
A lot of people are falling in there, particularly people during the rainstorms. People are falling.
Yeah, and I think they should be regulated. I mean, that's my humble suggestion.
Okay, so you think it's time that the government steps in and have regulation for scavenging. 92.3. Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning.
Jude, I'm very happy that we are now on the day's program. I am Pius.
Welcome, Pius.
Jude, one of your best programs, use a minute to make a sentence, and you have forgotten it. Jude, the statement on the board, the issue on the board is quite unfortunate. The place where I'm building now, those people have got there and they use the drum that we use to call inter. Squeeze it and put it there inside their listener and carry it all. It is quite unfortunate. That is a country where we can find that ourselves. It's unfortunate. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Mufasa is calling us from NTA Road. Good morning, Mufasa.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, quickly, let me say that there's every need, okay, to regulate the activities of these scavengers. I mean, how do you operate a society without regulation? Especially now that we are evolving, you know, we are getting more in population. So, you see, most of these so-called scavengers, they are posing, you know, more danger to the society today. Some of them, you don't even know if they are kidnappers. You don't even know if they are running, you know, intel for, you know, for gang and all of those. So, at times, when I even see them, I even get worried because I do have people walking, you know, freely, you know, under the guise of picking scraps and scavenging for metals and all of that. Like rightly said, manhole covers, generating sets, and all of that. Okay, so the government should see it as, you know, a point of duty to see that these activities are regulated. If you want to even, you know, make the industry, you know, thriving, you want to, you know, package it a bit. You can even profile some of these people. Okay, if you have, you know, scraps or metal that you no longer, you know, need, put it in a particular place, or you can take it to somewhere where these people can easily come and get it. But for them to be moving around, you know, doing what they like, at times you see them in this medium where they put debt
Yes.
You know, they mess up the place and all of that. So, as a matter of fact, they need to regulate their activities.
All right. Thank you very much, Mufasa. Mufasa says there's need for regulation. WhatsApp and Telegram available on 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. Good morning, Jude. These scavengers are just thieves. Wow, straight up. There's no there's no mincing around. There are many in my environment. Just last week, they jumped into my compound and entered my generator. They stole my generator. Wow! While you're at work, they stole your generator. Bola from Ebulu. Oh, sorry about that, Bola. Hello, Port Harcourt. 3. Good morning.
Yeah, Jude, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
I think they should be regulated. Not just regulated, they should even have their area that they operate, not everywhere.
Okay.
I saw a guy about 3 weeks ago who was going out, saw one of them rolling a generator and discovered that that gen is his own gen. Just left the house, this guy came, rolled the gen out and off they go. If not that, they had luck. They were going with that generator. And there was a day I was discussing with somebody around that room, Okoro. So, you know, they put their dirty on the medium. And this guy just came with some sharp objects. They were tearing everything open. I was like, after the whole thing, they poured some on the road. I was thinking that when they are through, they will just pick it up and just maybe arrange it back. And then a basket, so empty basket, they didn't do anything. So I was like, I saw this guy just moving away. I called him over, come, how dare you put it? Jude, do you know that this guy didn't answer me? He just walked away, make sure that everywhere is littered and just walk away. So they should walk around that area that you have the dump, where they dump this waste.
Yes.
They can search their things there. Not when they put this thing on the medium that is not even good before, they come and tear it open and just leave it like that. It's not a good one. So they should be regulated and give them area. Go to OGRA, you won't see one single manhole. Some part of Aba Road, some part of Ikwere Road, you won't see single manhole because of activity of some people that are not even known. No, now they shouldn't continue this way. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. We'll go for a break. When we come back, more of your stories and more importantly, how the regulation should be enacted. Are we looking at River State? We are particular about River State. So let's talk about River State. What can the LGAs do? What should they do? How should it be done? That's when we come back.
Welcome back to the show.
This is Nigeria Info.
It's been shown that a well-planned recycling program with recycling and compositing will result in 18.6% saving in waste management costs and 57.7% in landfill avoidance cost. However, if the composite materials are not recycled, the corresponding savings in cost becomes 8.6 and 28.6% respectively. Welcome back to Hello Port Harcourt. My name is Jude. Now, just about a month or two ago, somewhere up north, we had the security agencies intercept a truck that was laden with rail tracks, the slippers on which the trains would run on. And these were being vandalized and they were put in trucks. In fact, when I saw the picture, I was astounded. What exactly would anybody want to do? It then occurred that just like scavenging, these individuals will take these materials. Don't forget, it's a scarce resource. You take them out, it's iron. We have a steel plant in this country that has been moribund for decades now, talking about the Jakarta steel, right? So you have individuals who take these materials out of the country to recycle and to make other products. That's why it's such a lucrative business. Even cans, plastic, there are recycling plants and systems coming up in Lagos. But the question now is, do these businesses care where their sources come from? Where these materials come from? In Abuja, in Lagos, in Kano as well, there have been reports of manhole covers being stolen. The question is, these individuals who carry them, don't they think that this could cause harm? And then I'm seeing a report here, and I'm going to read it immediately. Something about, yes, D-Line. It says, good morning, Jude. In D-Line, the street lights that the authorities have refused to switch on are being stolen gradually. It's very annoying. Ishukwu Street in D-Line alone has only just a few street light poles. The poles standing. That's from Dave. So they're even taking the poles. They take the railings on bridges. There is a limit to, as it were, gainful employment. This is not gainful employment. This is destroying the infrastructure for a few bob. 017-923-0002, 017-923-0003, 08179230007, and then the female caller line is 017-923-0009. Should scavenging be regulated, and what can the local government start to do? How should they do it here in River State? Echo is on there. Good morning, Echo.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
The truth that remains is that scavenging has its own economic effect. It's a very profitable business. I know one or two persons who are in it, who are into it, and are doing well financially.
Very true.
But the boys that are working for them, they're doing and undoing. They're going beyond their boundary. These people have turned that into criminal activity. They don't even know where to start from. Is it the manhole that are moving? They are narrowly escaped this manhole before YKC. And also the one at this Rumola Road, this Anglican, just close to the Anglican there. These boys have made it their business to be removing manhole from the road, not even thinking about the effect that thing is having on motorists and those who are playing the road. It's not just that. Now they are not even buying. Before now they will move on from street to street, and the access of those who
yes,
are
they buy. Yes.
But now it's not even buying. Now they are stealing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ask me, I would say that the government should regulate the activity. It's a very profitable business, but let them be regulated. Let there be a place where if you have anything to sell, you go there, meet them, and say what you have. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Patrick is in D-Line. Good morning, Patrick.
Good morning, Jude.
Hello, Port Harcourt. Welcome.
Taking my call.
Welcome.
In fact, I've been looking forward to this kind of topic. I'm a teacher, and something broke my heart one day when I went. You know that dump site at D-Line, where you have somewhere around the rail where they are dumping sites?
Okay, yeah.
Yes, I went there. You know, there's a fruit market there,
yes.
vegetable market or something there.
Yes.
I went there to pick up something. And when I got there, as a teacher, I saw them. You know, the school teacher is customized. All of them, well to each other, about a series of 4, 5, 6. I don't know how they found themselves into that place, and they are dismantling them and putting them in the trucks. I wept. I don't know.
Well, what were they dismantling? Please, what were they dismantling?
Sorry?
What were they dismantling, please?
You know, if you've ever been to these primary schools.
Yes.
And you see the kind of chairs they have.
Oh, yes, the metal chairs. Metal
yes.
Chairs,
and they wear them to 4, 5 to in a set.
Yes.
That is the way they carry them to that place and try to dismantle them and putting them in the truck.
Oh, dear.
I felt so bad.
Oh, dear.
You know? So I don't know what to do. I don't know who to report to. What I did was, at the time, I did this letter to the editor in the media, in print media, and that thing was not published. Anyway, that is my contribution this morning. I hope the authorities are listening.
Thank you very much, Patrick in Dayline. Chuboma is in Jobu. Good morning, Chuboma.
Yes, Saju, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, if what they are taking were the items willingly given to them or sold to them by the public or discarded by the public, it would have been a different thing. But for them to go and take valuable items, like going to the bridge, like this Ego Island bridge here, they have removed most irons under the bridge, both the pedestrian part. Those things contributed to the deplorable state of that bridge as we speak. So for them to go to the extent of removing valuable items, I think is a problem. That's the issue we are facing now. So I agree with you when you brought the solution of, arranging it in a way that any of them covering a particular area should be known by the people of that area, so that whenever a valuable item is missing, any group of people, any group of them that is covering that area will be held responsible. You get my point?
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. John is in Amadiama. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
Yes, my name is Joe Annie.
Oh, Joe Annie. Oh, apologies there.
Welcome, sir.
Welcome.
Yes, this topic is very, very important that we discuss it here on this platform. About 2 months ago, why I say this, because when we talk of regulating these guys, I just wonder who will be able to enforce the regulations.
Well, you have taxi drivers that are regulated. Truck drivers are regulated. Even mechanics in virtually every community I've been to in Nigeria are regulated. They have unions. They come together. They are banded. The local government can interface with them. It might not be too difficult to instigate.
No, I understand what you mean. What I mean is, at the end of the day, it is the police that we ask to enforce the law. You know, why I say is because about 2 months ago, I saw these boys, our friends from the northern part of the country. They were digging somewhere under the bridge, around where we call Mami Market, near Transamadi. Okay. They entered under the bridge, a very big bridge, a drainage. And they were digging under with their trucks all over the place. So I now said, who will stop this? Because they will end up collapsing this bridge now. So what I did was, I went to Mpoku community. I met one of the chiefs there. I told him, this is what is happening close to your community. He and the boys that were there, they said there's nothing they could do if they will go there to stop them. You know, as these our brothers do behave, we can't go there. I don't know whether we should talk to the police. And they were still talking. I just left them. As I was going to Mpoku Junction roundabout, I saw police. The police people were on duty. I now called their leader. I told them, this is what I discovered. Could you people go there and stop those boys? Because if that bridge will collapse, it will cause some harm. And the policeman told me, my dear, there is nothing we can do about it. He said it is the state that gave them that hand, that long hand, that power.
The state?
Doing all that.
How?
He said all the holes at Slaughter. He said go there, you see what is happening. That those places are open. He said the government has given them the hand. There is nothing we can do.
Oh, that's a very strong allegation.
Go to the radio and begin to talk about it. As for us here, we can't do anything.
Okay.
I felt so bad.
John, thank you very much. But that's a very strong allegation that it's the government that is giving them hand. Because if I'm not mistaken, most of those manhole covers were put in place after drainages were built. Amakri, apologies. Hello, Port Harcourt, 9.3. Okay, all right, messages now. Let's get to messages this morning. Emeka from Umudari said the scavengers are seriously causing harm to our society. They pick anything that is metal. The metal that we used to support our gate was taken away by these people. Just last week, Friday, one was caught with a stolen generator. I think the government needs to have these people registered and identified for security reasons. It should be regulated. Also, community vigilantes should be on the watch for these guys. One just passed by my area. So now someone just sent me a picture, and this is from Rumumasi. It says, these guys need to be regulated. They are thieves. We had the challenge in our house and called a man to fix it. The man parked his keke outside the gate. Before he was through, they had collected the battery of the keke. That's a Mecca. And he goes on to post a picture right now. This was about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago rather. Right now, there's a picture of a scavenger with the trolleys or the trucks that they push, and someone is confronting him. Say this one came to carry boards where they were placed. All right, so it's no longer the picking up of discarded or abandoned items from dump sites that we now have these scavengers get into. We now have them coming into people's neighborhoods and picking items that they think, emphasis on the word, they think are not useful, or they think it's more useful to them than to the other person. So no one wants to have confrontations that could lead to violence or break down law or order. That's not the point here. But the point here is these individuals, right, whilst they can serve some economic purposes, they cannot, as it were, undo the good that government is trying to achieve. OG is in Choba. Good morning, OG.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
So I think in solving problems and issues like this, in this part of our country, we've always had issues, problems, because some of your callers have said regulation. I think regulation is not going to work out because we are in this state and we have had issues and problems where when a committee or a task force is set, based on a particular issue, they cause more harm than good.
Okay.
Yes, that is the problem. So, but I think we can do something. Outside this country, in developed countries, citizens take the responsibility of making sure things are being done very well before, when it's out of hand, that is where the police is being called. How do I mean by this? Just for example, what your two callers before this last one called and said, he went and saw people digging under the flyover or bridge. He had to go and report. I love that kind of a person. But I think here, in as much as he has seen it and he has taken the responsibility by calling, going to report, if we can support ourselves, if that paramount ruler or chief had mobilized, not saying that he does not have anything to do, that he's handicapped. No! Look at, we can do this even without reporting to the police. While the information comes, the person that hears the next information, what is the next step? You gather yourself and position yourself in a place, in a strategic place. When you do it one, you do it two, you do it three, those people will know that this place is no longer safe for us to do the illegality. So that is what we owe ourselves. Let's not talk about regulation. We ourselves, when you see somebody, you report to the next person, and the person reported, team up, let's work and make sure these things are off the society.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ibiso is on Orderly Road. Good morning, Ibiso. Godwin on Airport Road. We're getting to you in a minute. Ibiso, we have 1 minute, please. Yes, welcome.
On ground. Like the Minister of Transport was only a town hall meeting, and you said some people, they arrest some people, you understand, that are doing this thing. And the law, and a foreign man, whether it's Chinese man or Lebanese man, something like that, the law now, when I go to the court, the charge that they give is for just about 200,000, 300,000. And this has vandalized something of billions. So they should go back to that law and put a penalty that, if, for example, you send someone to go and vandalize something of 1 million, if they arrest you, let that person that sent you pay this fine of 10 million. You say this will not do this thing. Now, to regulate this thing is not the problem. Because these people that are dealing, the people that are sending them, you have to first of all look for that people and do that because.
But it be so. Another problem I need to make mention here is that a lot of the times, it's not they are not being sent by anybody in particular. It's a freelance job.
Jude, let me tell you one thing. If, for example, now, they steal your gas cylinder or manhole, and these people are selling it, they want to go and sell it, give them to buy, and people refuse. They will not do it.
True.
So this will encourage them by buying this thing and you've done it. Okay, you just take a walk to St. John's at Waterline. These oil food dealers, when they bring this crab, they will wash it with fuel, brand it, and spray it again and sell it to the masses. If, for example, I don't want this thing, I will not encourage it. But if I want it, I'm encouraging them to do it. They came to my friend and seen my equipment, these scavengers. What thousands of naira. You understand? So if they don't, if, for example, I'm bringing to you to buy, you say, no, I don't want to buy, it's an illegal thing, I will not bring it again.
Okay, all right, Ibiso, thank you very much. Godwin on Airport Road, apologies there. Hello, Port Harcourt, 90.3. Lines are busy this morning. All right, so also is our message portal. I am surprised to hear that they have not been regulated. What are we still waiting for? For their activities are criminal. This one here is somebody sending me a video. Good morning. Ironically, there are common name spells in all which is scavengers. Of course, these boys go to the extreme to fill their trucks with valuables of the public, unconsciously aware. Now, it's surprising that most of the ironwares, etc., that was either sold to them or pilfered. All we need to do is to make do with the popular Nigerian cliche, shine your eyes. That's a cha-cha from Oyigbo. Shine your eyes. Okay, good morning, Jude. Now, scavenging isn't a bad idea. I don't think it is. Because it does generate revenue. I agree. But these scavengers are used, or rather, they are allowed to be used for unspeakable acts. Neighbors' generators were stolen, my gym equipment taken, and worse of it, we caught the scavenger transporting guns for an armed robber. I still stand for scavenging, but it should be regulated. That's Jesse from the heartbeat of Oyigbo. Sorry, Diobo rather. Genesis in Iwofe. Good morning, Genesis.
Morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
My brother, this is a very interesting issue this very morning. Do you know that these things are being loaded by trucks, and these law enforcement agencies do see these trucks and the things that are not needed to be loaded on them, and they just collect a little money and let them pass to them. This is one of the things that has encouraged these other persons to be able to come around to pick these things, and they can carry them freely away from the state or whichever place, whichever destination they're carrying it. So if the law enforcement agencies are there to hold some of these things, some of these trucks carrying these things that is known that these things are not supposed to be staying in their truck, then I believe even those persons that do bring these things for them for sale.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Genesis. Ken is in OGRA. Good morning, Ken. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Yeah, hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning, Jude. How are you doing this morning?
Very well, Ken. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, yeah. For me, quickly, scavenging is not anything bad. Yeah, all over the world we have scavengers, and for some it's a means of livelihood.
True.
Yeah. Now, coming back home here in Rivers State, I think it has to do with two things. One, our security status. Then two, it has to do also with the government's policy in terms of waste management. Now, scavengers are supposed to not be on the street. You're not supposed to see them on the street. You're supposed to see them at designated dump sites. Now, do we have those dump sites? Maybe we have, but are they being used? So for me, really, because you find out that these guys, for me, they are not scavengers. The ones you see on the road are not scavengers. They are thieves. They steal generators. they steal valuable gate items, anything metal, they will.
They will.
For me, my experience is the entrance to my house, they broke the slabs there overnight and pulled the rods.
Wow. From the slab?
Entrance to the gate of my house. Over the night, they broke it and pulled the rods. And I came out to just see. There was nothing to. I had to manage there's about 8 of them, so I had to manage the other 4 to drive out, and then the next day we had to start, trying to fix it up. If you go to Abuja, on the road, all the manholes are gone. On Stadium Road, all the manholes are gone, and those are danger points for commuters. So I think one thing that we need to do is we need to restrict them, not even regulate.
Okay.
Who's going to enforce the regulation?
Okay.
Yes, it should be the duty of the local government, but are they going to do that? So I think the thing is to restrict them. Please, we don't want to see you in town. We want to see you at the designated dumping sites. Go there, do your business, and all of that.
All right.
Because for me, it's a security threat.
It really has become in parts of Port Harcourt. So let's quickly wrap this up. I'll read the messages. Now, this is on Facebook. Those guys are really the reason why we have the fits and litters everywhere. I witness often on NTA Road, people bag their waste, but these scavengers must open and scatter to get what they want and move on to another. Too bad. These guys are becoming a menace in the society. They should be regulated. I think another way of monitoring their excesses is for the community leaders, vigilantes, to be on the watch for these guys. When they are caught, they should be banned from entering the community again. Joshua Ubong Mujesule or Elwa says they should be stopped in town. They should go to the dump site to do that. Okay. I'm surprised to hear that they would not be regulated. Wow. David, there are people. They are the people who keep destroying Port Harcourt. How can they be scattering wrapped waste at night? Big lorry or tankers will now help it blow off the nonsense onto the roads. All right, most of our problems in this country started with indiscipline. We do anything we like because nobody is being punished for their crimes. The menace of these scavengers in our major cities is really pathetic. Indeed, it is high time the government go hard on them. All right, now just before we get to our commercial, this is the other part of this conversation that will need to be addressed.
human family. I note the obvious differences in the human family. Some of us are serious, some thrive on comedy, some